Hello everyone and welcome to Around Town. I'm Elizabeth Graff and we're here at Dublin High School in the band room, and there's a lot of hustle and bustle going on, and next to me I have brand spanking new band director. This is Michael Laredo. How you doing, Michael?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm great. Now when I say brand spanking new, it's just what, a month or two now that you have started working here?
I've been here. I moved to Dublin in February in hopes to go to graduate school, and then everything just kind of fell into place for me to start here. And I started working for everything middle of June, and I started my contract July 14th.
Wow. Did you know what you were getting into when you started working here?
I did. The middle school director is a good friend of mine. We went to middle school, high school, and two colleges together. We've known each other for more than half our lives. You know, this job came open and she asked me to do it. You know, and she asked me to apply, and we applied, and then much prayer later, here I am.
That's awesome. And this is your first school you've been a band director for?
It's my first teaching job.
That's great. So what do you think so far? When you came into to the band room and you introduced yourself and you got to know the young adults who you have here, what did you see when you came to what you have right now?
Well, you know, I didn't know what to anticipate. I knew a lot of the Dublin atmosphere and you know what's happened in the past, but you know when I came in, my mind has been blown. Kids are working hard. They're really focused, and they have a passion and drive to make this band what it could be.
Right. Tell me about where you were before you came here. What college did you go to?
Well, I first went to Bruton Parker College for 2 years, and then they dismantled the music program there, and I transferred to Shorter University under Dr. Andrea Strauss and majored in music education there. And through some twists and turns, I ended up changing my degree program to church music. So I finished the degree of Bachelor of Music in Church Music. I was accepted to the Master of Music program at Georgia Southern in choral conducting, and you know, through a lot of twists and turns in life, I ended up being a band director. We're excited, beyond excited. Dublin has so much potential in everything, and we're just ready to really make the band shine here.
Right. So how many members do you have in the band?
All together in the marching band, we have about 82. It's fluctuating right now, gaining some, and you know, some that don't quite see my vision have left. You know, and that's completely understandable. But we're right around 82, and I think we're still growing.
Right. So that's great. Tell me about who you have here helping you during band camp.
Okay.
Now band camp, it's not just, you know, you come out and you come play and you have fun. This is some serious all day, all week, hard work.
We started on Tuesday of last week and went 8 to 8 every day, with lunch breaks and other breaks in between, 12-hour days, just nonstop. And, you know, we were at Hillcrest Elementary with that. You know, the principal there was so gracious to let us come in and use her facilities, and we're really grateful for that.
And you're not going to be on the field yet.
We have last week was fundamental week.
Now what is fundamentals for those who don't understand?
Fundamentals of marching, fundamentals of everything, and music is vital for success. A lot of bands feel and directors feel they don't have time for fundamentals. And you can tell it in their programs. Right. You know, you can see it in the marching.
The lines aren't straight. And you know, it's hard to march and play your instruments, get your fingers going at the right time.
And we're fundamental week was just hardcore, breaking everything down.
The basics.
I mean, from where your hand goes, you know, on your pants, where your chin is on particular things, you know, all broken down into, you know, how you roll your foot and where it goes at particular times. And we spent a whole week on that. And it really showed by Friday.
That's awesome.
We were outside with just the band portion, with no lines on an empty field, and you know, one of our band camp staff said, "You need to take a picture of this, make them stand still," and they were in perfect lines. You know,
really.
And that's just fundamentals. You know, and you can really hear it in their playing now after 4 days. You know, most of them aren't going to play over the summer. And so after
Yeah,
4
they're the wrong
days-
kind of playing, right?
Yeah.
Not the instruments.
Yeah.
They'll be out in the pool.
Oh yeah. So but we focused on the fundamentals of playing. I've had some retired band directors come in and really just talk to the kids and help with some fundamental things. And the band camp staff now talk about the band camp staff. We have quite a few people here making things run smoother. 2 people can't do everything.
Yeah.
So first of all, we have the assistant middle school director who is here. She's at Dublin Middle, Erica Clyatt. My good friend, lifelong friend, has really made things so much easier on me. Paperwork and running around town and making sure everything's taken care of. All the little details she has worked on, and I'm much grateful.
It's nice to be able to
oh,
have
yeah.
someone to depend on like that.
She has made everything easy for me. It just really has. And then I've invited some good friends of mine that I've known over the past few years. Mr. Smokey Rowell, Sergeant Smokey Rowell in the National Guard. He served 2 tours in Iraq. A phenomenal musician. He has come in and has been kind of disciplinarian and woodwinds.
Well, the sergeant.
He has worked with woodwinds, and I can really hear it, and I can see that they love him to death. It is just a good working relationship between him and the students right now. I was actually the brass guy, the brass tech that I have come in, Mr. Jonathan Peacock from Alma, Georgia. Smokey's from Alma too, but Jonathan Peacock is at Truett McConnell College as a senior church music major. He's working with the brasses. I was his music minister when I was 18 and he was 16.
Oh, wow.
And we sing the Georgia Baptist Singing Churchmen, the Sons of Jubal, and I trust him with everything. And he's kind of come in and taken photography and worked with the brasses and really done a lot of some of the other minor details. And Mr. Ben Haywood, who is worship pastor at Cross Point Community Church. We went to Bruton Parker together for a semester, and phenomenal percussionist, and he's beyond excited to have the percussion. And I've just given him the percussion, and I can tell that they love him to death, and they're really, really working well together.
That's great. Now, what's going to happen when band camp is over and your sergeant and the one who's with all the help that you have, they have to go. How do you think the kids are going to do when
well, Mr. Haywood is staying. He will be here all year.
Great.
On percussion, we have to have at least 3 people that are just there nonstop. And the other band camp staff will not be here. Smokey is a student at Shorter University with Miss Beth Taylor, and he will go back to Shorter, and Jonathan will go back to Truett McConnell. But we will have, Erica, me, and Ben Haywood here nonstop. But we also have 2 color guard sponsors, auxiliary sponsors, Miss Renee Thomas and Daphne Howard. Miss Daphne hasn't been here. Her son passed away of brain cancer, and the funeral was Saturday, and we're just giving her space and letting her grieve.
Right.
We're basically starting from scratch.
Right. Sharpening, polishing.
Yeah.
And
We're really asking for parent volunteers to come in for the concession stands and really just revamping all of the band program. We want support and we want success.
Right.
And not just for me or just for Dublin, but the students really crave that success. And in talking to them, they feel like they haven't had it over the last few years, and they really want it now. And we're doing everything we can to give them what they want.
Right.
And I've given the leadership a lot of power, a lot of abilities and responsibilities to just come in and run it how they want to run it. And that's been the most successful way that I've seen band programs run. And
so a little bit more responsibility. Yeah.
It's delegation for me. I can rely on them to get that thing done. If not, then I come hard on them.
Yeah.
But that's what they've wanted. That's what they've craved, and they're getting it. And things run much smoother, a lot smoother than I anticipated. It's really just a piece of cake right now.
Great. Now, when we had talked earlier, you had said that there have been some band members who have dropped off, and can they come back?
They can. I feel like they won't. There's a mindset that you know, in their head they want one particular thing and they're not getting it, you know, and that's understandable. You know, I've served in churches since I was 18, and I've had, you know, volunteer choirs from the ages of 16 to 85. And, you know, when I came in, some of those didn't see exactly my vision. You know, they were like, well, we just don't see it, and we're going to go. But, you know, even though some of that membership has gone away, every time we've gained more from the vision and leadership. So, you know, I expect us to grow immensely over the next few years. I'm here for the long haul. You know, I love Dublin to death. I've fallen in love with these kids, students. They're not kids; they're young adults, really. And
I bet you see that more and more every day.
oh yeah,
too.
I do. And you know, in some of them, you see that they're still children.
Yeah, and you know,
But-
you can't help but be one of them too.
Oh, I have tried everything I can to keep up with them. I won't tell you how my back felt on Friday, but you know, we're just here for them, and as long as they know and see that we're here for them and we're here to love on them, we're going to be successful.
Awesome. So, what can people expect to see on the field? What kind of theme are you going to show us?
We're doing a
this
Stevie
year?
Wonder theme this year, Superstition, Signed, Sealed, Delivered, Sir Duke, and Higher Ground. We're hoping to have the first two numbers on field by the first game, August 22nd, here in Dublin at the Shamrock Bowl. And we're, you know, they should expect to hear and see something great.
Oh, that sounds like fun.
You know, we have new flags ordered. We have everything that really is going to make this show pop. And I'm more than excited to see what our first product will be. We haven't started set and drill yet. I feel like they haven't been ready. You know, we really need to get the fundamentals down first, and then we will go from there.
Yeah.
But we have a few things that are kind of interfering with camp this week, like JROTC and stuff, but we're okay with that. We're just going to keep moving and work with them. So
The ones who can't be here because of the junior ROTC got to practice while you're at home, right?
Oh, my only request from them was that they know that they have to work harder.
Yes.
And if they know that and agree to it, we're okay with that. If not,
Right.
they know where the door is. I mean,
Right.
and that's been my policy. I've asked the students from the get-go, am I fair? Am I being fair to you? And some of them have said no, and we talked about it and then figured out that I was fair.
That you were right.
You know, I'm always right. No, but, you know, we talk about things. We make sure that we're on the same page. And, you know, a few of them said, well, we'll just go out the door.
Right.
And you know, not that we don't miss them, but the attitude, you know, and atmosphere is just starting to really gel. Everybody is starting to see the same page. Everybody's starting to see the same vision. And it's only been, this is day 5, you know, and the leadership is just all on board.
Well, great. I'm excited about this year for you, it being your first year, and for the band, and I can't wait to see you guys out on the field performing at the football games.
Well, we're excited.
All right. Well, we're going to go for a break right now, but when we come back, we're going to see what else is going on here at the Dublin High School Band Camp. So stay with us. You're watching Around Town. Welcome back, everyone, here at Dublin High School in the band room. And I have 3 of the leaders here. Could you tell us your name?
I'm Caitlin Austin, and I'm the drum major for the band.
Okay.
I'm Yolanda Evans, and I'm the field marshal for the Dublin High.
Okay.
I'm Junior Figueroa. I'm Woodwinds captain.
All right. Tell you what, I'm excited about this year. Are you excited?
Very excited.
Now tell me, what does it mean to be in the position where you are?
So basically, the drum major, you see them conducting the band throughout the games and in the stands, just making sure we play when it's time to play, just get the football team hyped up.
Yeah, and I've interviewed band directors and everything, and I've talked to them about what it takes to become a drum major, and it's not an easy task.
It's not. It took a lot of patience because your arms will get tired very quickly.
I bet.
Yes.
And what grade are you in?
I'm a senior this
A
year.
senior.
Yes,
So when you're done, what do you think you might be doing after you graduate?
I'm thinking about majoring in mass communications.
Oh wow, because you're up there, you're communicating, right? You already got that down pat.
Yes, ma'am.
What do you think what's going to happen this year for you guys?
I think that we're going to be very different. The quality of our music, and even though we're a little bit smaller than before, we're still going to be able to bring back the good music.
Yeah, this is going to be such a great year. Okay, so you are field marshal. That sounds really scary. What does that mean to be a field marshal?
Well, basically, I make sure people know that there's a time to play and there's a time not to. So I make sure discipline is a goal at all times.
Right.
So with the little numbers that we do have, I make sure that everyone is doing as they should, make sure stuff gets done.
Do you find it hard to be the one of authority to tell them, you need to stop playing, you got to get to work, we're here to work?
Actually, no. I've always been one to, lay down the law.
Oh, that's great. Good for you.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Have you had any times when they're like, no, I'm going to play, I'm going to keep playing?
Yes, and that's one of those traits where you have to, it's a part of the leadership. You have to know, like, okay, we may be friends, but you have to cut it off.
Right.
So, I try to make sure everybody's doing as they should at all times.
Yeah. And what grade are you in?
I'm a senior.
Another senior. See, so that's a great thing for the seniors to have this authority too, because you're not going to see them next year. Right. Well, good. 'Cause now you two are definitely someone for them to look up to, I think.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and Junior, you are the woodwind captain?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so what does it mean to be the woodwind captain?
I make sure the woodwinds are set straight. Make sure they know how to play their music and everything. And if they need any help with their music, I help them out.
Okay, and Junior, what grade are you in?
I'm a junior.
Junior's a junior. That's so cute. Okay, so do you find it difficult this year to be in the position where you are?
Not really, because I'm kind of used to it. So, I mean, like, I know everybody and everybody cool or whatever.
Right.
But, I make sure they still are in line.
Right. So you have some here who have, years of experience playing the woodwinds, even some seniors. But you also have the ones who are coming in brand new. Is it hard to talk to a ninth grader versus a senior and to help them out?
Talking to ninth graders I look at it as the same way as talking to a senior, because we all in high school. We all gotta grow up one day, and we all gotta get used to being in band and having music played and everything. So it's pretty much the same thing.
All right. I'll tell you what, this is going to be an awesome year. I just know it. I just know it. All right, we're going to talk to some more young adults, young band members here, and the auxiliary too, to find out how it's going this year for band camps. All right, now I have three leaders here, and I'm going to have you guys introduce yourselves. Let's start with the one holding the Barry sax.
My name is Trillian Reynolds.
Okay, and what's your position as a leader?
I'm the brass captain.
Okay.
I'm Daryl Moore. I'm the assistant drum major and brass captain as well.
Okay.
And I'm Mason Warren. I'm the band captain.
Okay. Now, are all three of you guys seniors?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So I got some seniors here with me, some experienced guys, been there, done that. So, which is really great, being in the leadership position. So, what does it mean to be in that position? Have you been in this leadership position before?
Yes, ma'am. I have. I was band captain last year, and it really being in leadership just means that you've got to take responsibility for the band as a whole, and just try and make the transition for freshmen easier and things like that.
Mm-hmm. So you've been here. This is your last year here.
Yes, ma'am.
What do you think about the past years versus how this year is going to go for y'all?
I believe this year is going to be very successful. It's a lot more disciplined, and I believe that we'll have a lot more progress this year as a band as a whole.
So you have faith
Yes,
in
ma'am.
your fellow students?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, this is great. Okay, so Mr. Barry Sachs,
Yes.
tell me about your experience being in leadership.
It feels kind of good, you know, like getting a chance to lead your own band, you know. This is kind of this is my first year as well. His year being both leaders, and you know, it's been okay.
Right.
Good, good, yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's been a good experience being a brass captain and all. Like take control of all the discipline, all the playing around this, everything about it.
Right. So you've probably seen all the chaos going on, and being able to help get it under control must be, you know, pretty exciting too.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, and it makes you feel really good to be able to help Mr. Laredo too.
Yes, ma'am.
So speaking of Mr. Laredo, what do you think about him?
He's pretty a great guy. Like, finally, we have a band director who could be more like strict on others, like not be afraid of what anybody thinks. Like, what this band needs, like, is strict, like, compassion for others. He has that. Like, without strictness, what you gonna have, you know?
Right, and that's something that you guys lacked and needed.
Yes, ma'am. We needed a lot more discipline so we can, you know, mature as a band as a whole.
Right, and you guys have been working a lot on the fundamentals.
Yes, ma'am.
And you know, so he said that you guys are working on marching right and getting everything just crisp, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So what does that mean for you guys when you're going to be out on the field after doing all these fundamentals?
Well, working on these fundamentals, I'm glad we have, because it means that we're going to look better on the field, and we're going to be able to show the community that how hard we worked and how amazing Dublin High School really is.
Well, it's going to be an amazing year, right, guys?
Most definitely.
All right. All right, now I have with me the instructor for the dance line. What is your name?
Stephanie Wilson.
And Stephanie, tell me about how you got involved to being the instructor for the dance line.
Well, my best friend is actually the majorette instructor, and she's been my best friend for my whole life. We're going to college together, rooming together, and she actually got in touch with Mr. Laredo, the band director, and he said he needed a dance instructor, and so she called me because we've taken dance all our lives together, so that's how we got involved.
Were you also in a dance line?
Yes, ma'am. I was actually, I've been taking dance since I was 3, and then I was on the dance team at Brantley County High School for 4 years, and now in the fall I'll be on the Blazing Brigade dance team, the Blazettes, in the fall. Yes, ma'am.
That's awesome. Are you excited about that?
I'm very excited.
Yeah?
Yes, ma'am.
So when you got here and you got to meet the girls and get them started, how was everything then to where we are right now?
Well, I was very nervous because this is the first time of me like coming in and teaching. But I mean, I was captain, but it's different, you know, coming in and teaching new people. But I was very nervous, and I had no idea. I didn't know anybody, and I just came in. And they have been very willing to work, and they have great work ethic. And it's been fun because they've actually been willing to learn new things and try new things. So, and that's all I've asked for. So.
That's great, and I can tell you're part of it too. You're one of the girls that are here, because when I came in here to see who do I need to talk to, I didn't know, because you all looked like friends when I came in too.
Yes, ma'am.
So are you excited about what's happening this year? I mean, you know, during the band camp?
Oh yes, ma'am. I'm very excited. It's good to see that everybody's just like, everybody has pride. Everybody's like ready to learn, and it's going good. I'm very excited. I'm really excited to come see the games this fall, too.
Great.
I'm going to try to come as many as I can.
Oh, good. All right, now I have the captain of the dance line. Tell us your name.
I'm Ariana Holmes.
Now, Ariana, you're a senior here.
Yes, ma'am.
So you've been with these girls for a while, and some you are brand new. Tell me, how excited are you about this year?
I'm very excited. It's been wonderful watching them grow and just being with them. We all feel like family.
Now, I noticed that you guys are indoors practicing. Is it difficult to take what you've learned inside out there on the field in the heat?
Yes, it's very difficult. You have to be hydrated and prepared for the gnats and bugs, and you can't move. It's very difficult, but my girls have handled it well.
What does it take to be a member of the dance line?
Oh, it takes discipline, first of all, and it takes hard work and just respect.
Now, I heard this year your theme is Stevie Wonder.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, that's going to be really great. I can't wait to see you guys on the field and performing and everything.
Thank you.
So,
We're excited as well.
what kind of, Stevie Wonder moves are we going to expect to see?
Oh, it's going to be exciting. High kicks and turns and spins, everything that's Stevie Wonderish.
Oh, that's awesome.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Now we're inside the very, very hot gym, but I guess that's, it'll get the girls accustomed to the heat. And we're here with the auxiliary. Could you tell us, I know what auxiliary is, but could you tell everyone out there, what does that mean? What's auxiliary?
Auxiliaries is just a word that forms, it's a group word that names the color guard, majorettes, and dance line. So when the director says, okay, all auxiliaries come over here, we automatically know all 3 groups are supposed to go over there. So it's kind of like just a grouping.
Right, so it saves some time and words, especially when you're out there in the heat and you don't have enough time. But let's tell everyone, tell us who you are.
My name is Emily McDermott. I am a 2014 high school graduate, and I was asked to be here by Mr. Laredo to teach his majorettes.
Well, that's great. So you obviously have some experience, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Tell me about the experience that you have.
I have been twirling since I've been in the 4th grade. I've done numerous competitions. I've won state titles. I've been to nationals. I've been Miss Majorette of Georgia twice for the intermediate and my age division. I've done dance competitions. I'm a dancer as well. I do some tumbling. I pretty much do it all to help with baton twirling.
So, in other words, you know what you're doing.
Yes, ma'am, I do.
Have you instructed before?
Yes, ma'am. My teacher has actually asked me to teach classes within the studio with her to kind of just help her out, and that's how I've gotten my teaching experience, is through teaching students in our own studio as well as helping, wherever else I'm needed.
So tell me about the girls that you have here that you're instructing.
Oh, they are just wonderful. They are awesome beginner twirlers. I believe that since I've been here, they've learned some new things that they can carry on throughout their football season. And hopefully if I get asked to come back next year, we can keep building upon those skills and get better and better. But they're just really awesome. They're ready to learn, and we're ready to perform.
Yeah. So you said that they're beginners.
Yes, ma'am.
And what grades are they in?
One's a senior, and I believe the other 2, one's a sophomore and one's a freshman. Yeah, we got a freshman, sophomore, and a senior.
Okay.
So they haven't, they've been twirling for a while, but they just haven't been exposed to more material, I think. So that's what I'm here for, is to expose them to a little more material.
So you've seen a change from when you started 5 days ago to where we are today. And, and just 5 short days.
Yes, ma'am.
In the heat, and being able to see a difference in the girls, that's really awesome.
That's incredible, actually, because it takes a long. They're nowhere near where they need to be, but they've improved so much as far as the counts. Learning some new tricks, the routines. The routine that I taught them, especially the first routine that I taught them 5 days ago to now, is really coming together, and that's the beauty of it when you teach, is to see your product come together, and I'm just so excited to see them on the field, because that's where it's really going to shine.
Right, it says a lot about you, but it sure does say a lot about the girls that you're instructing.
Oh, yes, ma'am, definitely. I'm here to instruct. They put in the hard work.
Yeah.
So I give them a lot of credit to sit here and put up with me telling them 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we work well together. It's fun.
Okay, I have Majorette Captain Julia Nazarian, and she's a senior here.
I am.
And how's it going so far for band camp?
It's been a lot of hard work, but we have Emily McDermott with us from Brantley County, and she's teaching us a lot of new things, and I think it's going really well.
Yeah, and this is going to be an exciting year for you guys. You've got a new band director, and who really seems to care about every one of you.
Yeah, I think so. We all like him.
And so you're a senior here. How many years have you twirled?
I started when I was in 8th grade. I took private lessons from a lady in town named Maria Hall. And I was a runner, which means I carried stuff back and forth to the field my 8th grade year for the high school auxiliary.
So you were kind of experienced in seeing how everything's going to happen when you come into the high school.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So you came into the high school. You went from middle school to where you are here. And I mean, was it a big difference?
As far as twirling, yes. It was a lot harder, and we had great captains my freshman year. There were some captains my sophomore year too, but they were great teachers, and we all worked really well together.
Mm-hmm. And what do you think about the girls that you're twirling with right now?
Oh, they're great. They're so sweet, and it's easy to teach them. They're really smart. They catch on fast.
Yeah.
It makes my job easy.
Right.
Well, we have a sponsor. Her name is Renee Thomas, and she's like our coach.
Yes. It's great to have someone to take someone's place who knows a lot too. That takes a lot off your shoulders too.
Yeah. We depend on her a lot. She does a lot for us.
Mm-hmm. And are you excited about this year's theme?
I am. I love the Stevie Wonder show. I think we're doing Superstition and a couple other songs. I can't always remember
the Superstition one. I remember that one because I think everyone knows that Superstition song. And so what kind of tricks are we going to expect to see?
Okay, we have a regular one baton routine with a couple of 2 turns, and we have a feature song where the entire auxiliary is doing the same thing, and we have a couple of other tricks up our sleeve. Might involve fire.
I think it's going to be really exciting. She said the words fire, which is okay for parents who are out there. I'm sorry. I know it's going to be really scary, especially for the ones whose daughters are here twirling with the fire. Are you going to be twirling with fire?
I hope so.
Have you done that before?
Yes, I have.
That is so scary.
We did it on the field last year, and I practiced with it my freshman and sophomore year.
Yeah? Oh, well, I think it's going to be a great year, and we're looking forward to it.
Thank you.
All right, everyone, I have to tell you, we are in the gym at Dublin High School, and it is very, very, very hot. So we got a fan blowing on us right now. We're pampering ourselves, getting a little bit of a break. And I have a couple of girls here. They are a captain of the color guard for the Fighting Irish. Tell us your name.
My name is Aja Brown.
And?
I'm Paula Brown.
Now, are y'all sisters?
No.
It just happened to be a coincidence. It'd be even better if my last name was Brown, right? Instead of Graf. Well, tell us about how it's going so far this year for the color guard.
It's going good.
Mm-hmm.
Working hard.
Yeah. Are you excited about the routines that you're learning?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so tell me about how it is when you're instructing, because you got to also help out with the instructing. What's that like?
It's kind of difficult because you have to be stern, but at the same time, you don't want them to be like, oh, she's mean. So you just have to be strict a little bit. And it's kind of difficult.
Right, yes, because they have to respect your authority too. In order to have a good color guard, you have to have the ones who can also respect your authority. Because when you tell them it's time to stop playing and get to work, you can't have them just laying around, right?
That's right.
Right, and especially in this heat, during band camp, it's like cramming. You got to cram it all in before you get on that field. So, are you excited about this year's performance?
Yes, very.
Yeah. And I'm guessing you both are seniors, right?
Senior, junior.
You're a junior. Is this your first year as a captain?
I was captain last year, my sophomore year.
Well, that's very rare for someone so young to also be captain. How'd that happen for you?
I mean, she just picked me because she thought I was a leader, but since they were older than me, they didn't want to listen. But
right.
It's all right.
Yeah. So what do you think about your color guard instructor?
She's great. Miss Carr is great. She teaches quick, and we learn quick how she teaches. We've learned 3 songs already.
Right.
And she's really great. She's patient.
Well, you know what? I was in color guard when I was in high school. Do you think you guys can teach me some things?
If you want to learn.
What do you think? You think you can teach me? All right.
5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Okay. tell you what, it's a good thing these girls are going to be out there on the field rather than me, right? Right. You have to admit it. But I thank everyone for joining us, and I can't wait to see Dublin High School Fighting Irish Band out there on the field after band camp, and they're ready for the football games, right?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, and thanks everyone for joining us, and we'll see you next time on Around Town. All right, let's do some spins now.